Hi Virgo, this is your horoscope for November 2018. Now, the first thing about November is that Venus, the planet of love, beauty, and creativity, that's in Libra, and it's in retrograde until the 16th of November in your second house, okay? It's at 29 degrees as well here at the beginning of November. 2 and 9 is 11. So you're gonna feel a sense of, I need to make connections business-wise, I need to be of service to other people, and you may get distracted in terms of what you're doing career-wise that you think is actually creative, but ultimately harms what you're trying to do because it dilutes your message somehow. Okay? Now on the 1st of November, you've got the moon in Leo, so you feel very confident spiritually, and that's a good start to the month. If you decide to meditate on the 1st of November, you'll get lots of kind of inspirational insights. On the 2nd and 3rd of November, the moon goes into your sign, Virgo, and it's in your first house. So you feel very comfortable and at ease with yourself, and also you get ideas and information by listening to other people. On the 4th of November, Mars is in Aquarius at 23 degrees in your 6th house, and it squares Jupiter at 29 degrees in Scorpio in your 3rd house. And that happens from the 4th of November until the 30th of November. So this is important. It lasts pretty much all month. Mars says, I want to help people so I can enjoy a sense of freedom. Jupiter says, I want to help people. I want to use my intuitive healing gifts to help other people. And when I do that, I open doors of opportunity for other great things to come in. So both of them are kind of doing the same thing, they're just coming at it from a different angle. Mars is coming from an intellectual angle and thinking, and Jupiter is coming from feeling and healing and intuition and that kind of stuff. So that's friction is really good that's there all month, because it's going to give you a focus on helping and healing other people. Now on the 5th and 6th of November, your moon is in Libra and it goes into your 2nd house, and it sits on top of that Venus in Libra, which is in retrograde. So because the moon is your soul and how you feel, it gives you a reprieve from the Venus retrograde during these 2 days, the 5th and 6th. So you can really trust your feelings and your senses in terms of relationships, and yeah, you get a break from the weird perspective of Venus being in retrograde. On the 7th of November, we have the new moon in Scorpio, and that happens in your 3rd house of communication. So we've got the moon there, the sun, we've got the transiting midheaven and Jupiter all in Scorpio. So Scorpio energy is being pulled in to your 3rd house of communication. The strongest element on the day is water. So it's really a very it's a day where you can communicate with yourself emotionally and get to a depth that you usually can't get to, or a height. What I'm saying is your spiritual reach is going to be much greater than usual. So make sure you do a new moon meditation, plant seeds of intention. What is it that you want to communicate to the universe so that you can manifest it into reality? Really important. That lasts for the next day as well, the 8th. On the 9th, the energy changes a little bit and the moon goes into Sagittarius. It joins Jupiter and Mercury, which is also now in Sagittarius, and then your 4th house. So on the 9th and 10th, you're really going to have a sense of you want to go on adventures with people you love, friends, romantic partners, family members. On the 11th, 12th and 13th, it's much more, well, it's still about working on your personal relationships and having fun in those relationships. So Virgo, you're really like loose and happy here over these couple of days in November. You're not working that hard in terms of everything has to be a certain way. You're just really connecting and being sociable with other people, which for you is great, because that's not something that comes naturally to most Virgos, I would say. I think Virgos are more introverts or introverted extroverts. So this is a great month for you to socialize, therefore meet people, and also meet a romantic partner possibly. 14th and 15th, the moon is in Aquarius in your 6th house, and again, that desire to help other people and heal other people, that's really strong. Use that Jupiter connection and really meditate on what is it that you want to do with your life. You know, if you're 20 years old and you're currently working for your dad or something and you have no idea what you want to do, if you're 28 and you've got a PhD in philosophy and now you're working in a supermarket and you have no idea, you know, what would actually pay you and what would be enjoyable, this is kind of your month, because the Sun transiting midheaven and Jupiter are all sitting together on the 16th of November in your 3rd and 4th house. So it's a really good time to meditate and go inwards and say this is it, and pull it out of yourself, because it's in there. I know people always say that, but really the universe makes it easier for us on certain days, and the 16th here for you is easier. 1, Venus goes direct on the 16th of November. Mercury goes retrograde, so the communication planet and your ruler goes retrograde in your 4th house. So love is back, but what you're going to find more difficult is actually communicating that love now from the 16th onwards. So the Mercury retrograde lasts until the 6th of December, so quite a while. And the way to resolve that is to have a kind of spiritual practice in place, which is going to help you connect and communicate and overcome those hurdles and obstacles. On this day also, Mars goes into Pisces in your 7th house of relationships. So you've got Mars, the Moon, Neptune and Chiron in Pisces in your 7th house. So when it comes to romance and love, there may seem to be something that's really great that comes in, but it is a Venus retrograde, and your Venus is retrograde in your 2nd house of physical things and the manifest, okay? So it may appear as someone really unconventional and really interesting, or it may be an investment opportunity, or it may be like this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to make a ton of money and it's urgent and you have to go for it. It will, again, it will promise a lot and does deliver zippo, nothing. So it's a time to kind of hold back, to exercise a little bit of self-restraint. On the 17th, relationships are still the main focus. On the 18th as well. On the 19th and 20th, you're really going to want to do something for yourself and involve other people and do something fun. It's time to take a break. You're really ready for a holiday. So these are the 2 days I would choose to take off if you can take some time off if you're working. Now, on the 21st of November and the 22nd, there's another kind of desire to connect with nature and to just be still and just to learn something and connect on a physical level, like go hiking or go walking. It's very quiet, it's very calm. And through that calm, you get information that actually helps you discover what direction you should be going in. On the 23rd, we have the full moon in Gemini, and again, I'll make a separate video on that. But the important thing to know is that it happens in your 10th house of career. So it's a full moon, loads of Gemini energy is being showered upon you. Gemini is your sister sign anyway, because you're both ruled by Mercury, and it being in your 10th house, it really allows you to express the things that you've learned in your own experience, to express that and to articulate that in a really good way. Venus is now direct, Mercury is retrograde, so just that's better than the other way around. Just make sure you dot the I's, you cross the T's. If you're publishing something, if you're making a speech, just double check everything, triple check everything, and it'll be fine. But you really, this full moon really supports you in terms of your career, so it could be some sort of award or recognition or promotion or more money. It's positive and good news. Next day is also positive in terms of work. And on the 25th and 26th and 27th of November, your moon is in Cancer in your 11th house. So you become very conscious of people in your life, who you love, what you want to do. There's a grand trine in the chart in water, which is all about being nurturing, being caring. So at the end of the month here, I really feel you going more inward. And then finally on the 28th, 29th and 30th, again, you start the you end the month the way you started it, with the moon being in Leo, giving you a sense of power on the 28th. Then on the 29th and 30th, the moon is in Virgo in your first house. So you feel comfortable, you've learned something, and you feel like you've gone through a cycle. So you'll really learn something here this month, and it'll be productive. And remember to write down the lessons that you learn, so that you don't have to repeat them and that you don't have to go through them again. So that's what I get for you in November. If you would like a private reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to order your reading. Please remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I'll speak to you next month.